Well, for the first of literally dozens of times during the course of the academic year, we welcome you to the campus of Marian University as tonight the Knights in volleyball take on IU Columbus of the River States Conference in their third year of varsity competition. Alongside multi-time state championship winning coach at Daisy Cathedral, Gene Kesterson, my name is Greg Rakestraw. Thank you so much for joining us. And Coach, we got a lot to get to here. 2.5 minutes for this thing.
I know, we got to get going.
Has a first serve. Ryan Bowerman is now the new head coach of this Marian program. Marian, again, had been making the national tournament, has been their custom over the years, being a former national champion back in 2019. Ryan on the left, the navy blue shirt, that's Ryan Kelly, his top assistant on his left in the white shirt. Ryan was named May 30th, so let's start with that right there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You don't have a chance to do much kind of pre-recruiting. You've been with your kids for about 3 months. Now you're playing varsity matches. Just kind of your thoughts as to the challenge Ryan has here at Marian this first season.
Not only that, but they've lost their setter, the number one setter. 39% of their assists graduated. The top 3 hitters, 55% of their offense gone. Diggs, 42%. It's like, oh my gosh, who's doing the floor defense? But talk about defense. They lost 72% of last year's block total. So it's a brand new team. So it's like they're starting fresh. You know, they're gonna just create their own recipe for success.
And you'll add to it Emma Lyons on a fantastic opening weekend. One of your perpetual returning players. She is out due to a leg injury. Now the good news is they think she'll be back very soon. And at this level, conference play begins next week. It is a blur, the non-conference schedule. This is kind of the lone, standalone non-conference game that Marian plays. We'll play another weekend tournament this weekend. Then it's Spring Arbor that comes in here next Wednesday. For IU Columbus, it's really a neat story. They're in their third year of varsity competition. 7 wins in year 1, 10 wins last year. Coach, they're 4-0 coming to this match.
I know,
doing
it's
very
amazing.
Well in Huntington's tournament a couple of weeks ago.
And I'm probably going to say it's because they have so many kids from Indiana on their squad. I mean, it's like, it's just loaded. Yorktown, 3, Marian High School, Terre Haute North, Brown County, Portage, South Adams, Seymour, I said Columbus East, Jeffersonville, Southwest, Lake Central. I'm sorry, I'm going to probably miss someone in the last few seconds, but they're all, and Indiana has some really good high school volleyball players. So
obviously a pretty fertile recruiting ground to choose from. Marian, very similar in terms of players, primarily hailing from the Hoosier State. We'll take this quick timeout. When we come back, starting lineups and opening serve from John Grimes Court and the PE Center. It is Marian and IU Columbus. It is yours next as you're watching Marian Volleyball here on the ISC Sports Network.
Merchants Bank is a unique bank. As rates move up and down, our rates are always at the top.
Great. Let's go.
Our team has a proven track record as one of the nation's top performing banks.
Now, that's a top performer.
What you see is what you get. A 4.60 APY Flex Index CD. It flexes, so you earn a great rate.
Let's leapfrog them. Hop to it. Merchants Bank, where your money is safe, secure, and earning more. Hop on over.
Get in the game with Marian University and UIndy debit cards. Support the Knights or Greyhounds with a debit card that shows your spirit. Knights and Greyhounds, stop by any of our branches for great rates and low fees. Open a checking or savings account or apply for a credit and debit card today. At IMCU, it's you that matters.
Steady.
I got this.
I don't think that's right, Peyton.
Being a heart surgeon is tough.
I know, the whole cardiac team at Ascension St. Vincent is so skilled.
They can do it all, even the most complex heart surgeries.
How about we leave it to the professionals?
I like that.
Get expert care for hearts big and small at Ascension St. Vincent.
That doesn't go there.
We'll fix you, pal.
Caitlin, I'm here to show you all the best places in Indy, like the Peyton Manning Children's Hospital ER.
Great place to go for a fever, am I right?
Or a common cold. Get it? Like a common cold? Tough crowd.
Can I have an autograph?
Of course.
Caitlin, it kind of seems like you already know your way around.
A little, but my name's not on the hospital yet.
Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, a new and expanded ER to serve more of Indiana's kids.
Cold, like cold. That's the joke, right?
Let's go across the court to Mark Cardosi, public affairs voice of Marian University, for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups.
Bailey Stevens. Outside hitter, number 5, Ruthie Bingham. Outside, number 7, Jada Monroe. Middle hitter, number 10, Ava Granson. A setter, number 21, Maria Otero. Middle hitter, number 22, Journey Brown. The libero, number 18, Olivia Luce. The head coach, now in his 4th year, is Jose Olivo. Ladies and gentlemen, starting lineups for the IU Columbus Crimson Pride. And now, Night Nation, get on your feet and let's make some noise and meet the starters for your Marian University Knights. The setter is a 5'6" junior from Greensburg, Indiana. Number 5, Sammy Little. In the middle, a 5'11" redshirt senior from Newcastle, Indiana. Number 7, Nicole Wilkinson. On the outside is a 5'11" senior from Rockford, Michigan. Number 17, Avery Toole. In the middle, a 6' senior from Columbus, Indiana. Number 19, Sarah Bennett. On the outside is a 5'9" junior from Muncie, Indiana. Number 20, Chloe Cook. An outside hitter is a 5'9" junior from Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 22, Corey Dryden. Your libero is a junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, wearing number 9, Lexa Zimmerman. The Knights head coach in his first season is Ryan Bowerman, and he's assisted by Ryan Kelly. Ladies and gentlemen, starting lineups for your Marian University Knights.
As always, great job, Mark Cardosi, in our starting lineups. Jean's final thought before the opening serve of this match.
Well, you have some newbies playing against a team that are doing well. They're both actually doing well, but talking to the Columbus coach, he said, we're going to have some powerful swings. You know, we have good contact with our hitters, so that should be some offensive weapons. On the other side, Coach Bowerman said, defense. We're going to keep the ball alive. So we'll see which wins, the offense or the defense. But you know what the saying goes, defense wins championships.
This Marian team is 3-1. Their lone loss to a conference foe of IU Columbus, that being IU Kokomo, which comes in ranked number 8 in the country to start the year.
Wow.
What a job Heather Hayes has done as now the coach and AD at IU Kokomo to build that program. And in case you're keeping track at home, IU Columbus, IU Kokomo, IU East, IU Southeast are all part of the River States Conference. IU Northwest, IU South Bend are part of the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Obviously, IU Bloomington and IU Indianapolis play at the Division I level. There are 6 different IU campuses now that have full intercollegiate sports at the NAIA level.
That's fantastic. I got my master's from IU, kinesiology way back when. Also coached at volleyball at IU for a year. So go IU, yes. But it's incredible. I mean, to get your degree, to have the chance to play the game you love, and do the 45 commitment is what we talk. And the 45-year plan, that's have a career. So that's what I talk about all our student athletes who had to go through Cathedral. The 45-year plan, choose that first.
Chloe Cook is back to serve for Marian. Junior from Wapahani. Of course, Wapahani, a multi-time state championship program as well. Part of that Delaware County lineage, and first point's relatively easy for the Knights.
Nice little serve here. It had a little bit of speed on it, but the first serve of the game is kind of tough for the defense. They're like, okay, let's go.
These two teams played last year. Marian swept in 3 sets. Again, it's a different Marian team. It's a different IU Columbus team. Zimmerman, the bump sets off of Luce, but still in play. Luce, the libero. Short set, throw it down. Cook, the scramble. Dryden steers it over. Off the slide. Free ball for the Knights. Set across, Dryden knocks the hammer.
That was awesome. I mean, it's a nice rally. Both teams are taking the ball over here. But that was a healthy swing to an empty corner. Look at that. Wow. Thumb down a little bit. That was great.
Dryden, a junior from Pike High School. Couldn't be any closer to Marian if you tried from Pike High School.
That's true.
Corey with 52 kills. She and Chloe Cook, who's serving here, averaging 13 kills a match in the very early stage of this season. Cook could not pull that one.
Again, that was a nice, healthy swing. Okay, it looked like it was in the seam of the block. And if we watch here, can't tell, but seam of the block penetrated a little late. But yes, that was a great shot.
That is Jada Monroe, who is from Alma, Michigan, that got that to go. And back to serve is Bailey Stevens. And if you're going to build a program, recruit kids from winning traditions. I point that out now because Bailey played in last year's 4A championship game at Yorktown. Couldn't convert the point there, but again, those are the kids you build a bedrock of a program with.
And Yorktown, Stephanie Bloom.
Yep.
Okay, like people have said, they don't make mistakes. You have to find ways to beat them.
They are kind of now the ultimate standard bearer for Delaware County volleyball at this point.
Absolutely.
Free ball here, and the hammer dropped that time by Marian.
Nice.
On the swing, it is Sarah Bennett.
Nice little overpass kill, and again, took it where no one was, between the seams.
Sarah, I'm sure, is fired up for this one because she is from Columbus. She went to Columbus North High School, which is a pretty quick, brisk walk to get to where IU Columbus plays their home matches at the Circle K Fieldhouse. Dryden couldn't handle it that time. Could IU Columbus? Solid start for the Knights.
Absolutely. I mean, they're passing. They're consistently going to the hot hitter. You got to like that.
That was off the hands of Ruthie Bingham. Bingham, one of 4 players that has played in every set so far for IU Columbus. Both these teams' 5th match of the season. Luddle on the scramble to keep it alive. Loose the dig. Zimmerman, Luddle. 2 sets of hands were there for the Crimson Pride. Monroe. Dryden. Marian could not adjust. Second point for IUC.
It seems like IUC, I like that. IUC, they're doing a lot of roll shots here. The campfire, just to make their defense play in, and then probably the blast one deep. But Marian's doing some nice things right now.
I'll apologize to the Columbus folks. I know much like Indianapolis, it's just IU. I'll throw in an IUPUC unintentionally at some point.
Oh, I apologize. Okay.
Ball hit by Bennett. Get Bennett to kill her second of the match. So far, Marian hitting a crisp 4.55 to start the contest.
Whoa. That's a nice start. That'll get your opponent's attention. Like, okay.
Luddle will rotate out. Maya Cunningham now rotates into serve for the Knights. Maya, a freshman from Zionsville. Loose, the reception. Big swing. Point goes to IU Columbus, and that was off the hands of Abigail Watson.
And she put her, what it looked like, she put her thumb up a little bit, just a tool, and hit off the middle blocker's hand.
Abigail, a local product for IU Columbus, played at Brown County High School.
Wow. See, Indiana's good.
Cunningham sets across for Dryden. Dryden again. Great dig by Luce. Off hands and down. Point to IU Columbus.
It seems like one of their Columbus's game plans is to tool the block. Okay, it's just the go high hands. They're really not beating the ball to the ground. They're not hitting inside the 10-foot line. They're just, I think coach is calling tool.
So 6-4, and a free ball given by Columbus. In a reference, we have some Wapahani folks that are watching because of Chloe Cook. You hear the last name Luce. Yes, that is part of the family whose Matt was the boys basketball coach at Wapahani for many years. Miss
You
Luce
know everyone in the state, don't
I've done
you?
this long enough, you know everybody. Olivia is Joe's daughter that was the boys basketball coach at Jeffersonville and Richmond, amongst other stops in his coaching days.
Amazing. Okay, nice speed on the serve.
So 8-4 now the score. Second kind of free point off the serve for Marian so far. Good job to adjust to the pass. Free ball for Marian. Speaking of adjusting the pass, that's a pancake. Now it's deemed to be down.
Yes, down official was calling it. They wanted the Columbus coach wanted to know that they're talking to the players. I thought he called it a throw.
You and I were thinking of the same accord, yes. So 9-4 the score. Dryden on the serve. Set across, good looking swing, and nobody there.
Nope. That was a nice healthy swing. This defense was kind of stuck in their base. So
Kill goes to Ruthie Bingham. Ruthie, a rarity on this third-year program. She is a senior. Played at Trinity Lutheran, who is
pretty
a
good
powerhouse in Seymour.
Yes, very good.
Ruthie played at the Division III level. She went to Mount St. Joe first before coming home to play for IU Columbus.
But I remember the name is Indiana All-Star.
Cook flying through the air. Well, if you have a player from Wapahani on your team, they're probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty good.
As evidenced by Cook.
Superwoman, you know, with flying through. When you said flying through the air, that's exactly what she did. And just sent that thing, the ball flying. So that was good.
And Cook with 52 kills on the season coming in.
And it's so early in the season. That's just incredible.
This is Callaway Marsh. Marsh skies it, but Dryden could not get there in time.
But you made effort. One thing we had in our court, you give your best effort on every ball. No matter if you can't get to it or not, the next ball, your teammates will, you know, trust that you're going to make a good effort.
It's a 10-6 our score. Here's Bingham. Another free ball given away on the serve. Second one of those so far for IU Columbus.
The first one was a toss. A little delay the toss and timing. That one, her elbow was a little low.
So 11-6. Here's Luddle. Luddle going to get more of an opportunity this year for Marian. Back row attack by Bingham, just missed it. So Luddle back to serve again.
Trying to go for those deep corners. If you can get the defensive line there, it's going to open up the middle of the court. So you try to get your opponent to be out of their game plan a little bit.
Luddle, a junior from North Decatur High School. The floater. Luddle, good read.
Deep corner. That was great. Deep corner. Coach called a timeout.
Luddle should go over 100 assists on the season tonight. It's been a rotation, as you'd expect the first few matches of the season.
Yes.
So, timeout is called. And this stop in the action is brought to us by our friends at AAA Roofing. When it rains, it pours, so trust the pros at AAA Roofing. That's who we call. Special thanks AAA Roofing for their support of Marian Athletics. Gene, early thoughts on what you're seeing from Coach Bowerman's squad?
Actually, I'm impressed. They're making effort on every ball. They're looking at each other like, you've got this. The confidence they have on the court, because you have a lot of newbies on the court that haven't played a lot together. They're questioned. You can look at their eyes and they're not really sure. They're kind of leaning in to their teammates, and I kind of like that.
And again, while there's a lot of key pieces missing from last year, most, not all, but most of these players are back from previous seasons, so they know each other pretty well.
They do, but on the court like this,
sure,
fans in the stands or parents in the stands, you're doing the color.
It's a different atmosphere.
It is. It is. You know, got the little music going. It's different. And your scores, we used to say they'll be on the paper, or excuse me, in the paper. This is going to be on the website. So the women have worn those uniforms are going to be looking.
Marian does play this weekend up at IU South Bend's early season tournament. Play 4 times Friday and Saturday. Set across and finding some open floor. Second time we have called the name of Jada Monroe tonight.
I didn't think the block, closed Marian's block, was a little late getting over at the hands, so there's a nice little seam there.
You said of all the elements that Marian is missing from last year, its blocking is the one that is the most.
Was it 77% or something crazy like that? 72%.
Riley Scroggins now to serve. Line drive serve. Cook. Monroe, hands there. And that time the blocking effort comes back to bite Marian. Give the setter the rare kill.
Yes, went up in a little block, and yep, there it was. Found the hole. Let's see. Yep. Does she get the assist and the kill?
I'm for it. I'm not sure if that's legal. And does get the line and ace. Zimmerman had hoped that ball was going to steer wide. So
it had good speed on it too, Greg. So pretty low.
Out of the timeout, 3 consecutive points now for the Crimson Pride. Scroggins, a sophomore from Hanover, Indiana, played at Southwestern High School. Cook.
Ooh.
And again, there's no answer when she and Dryden get the ball on that pin. IU Columbus have not stopped it yet.
Not yet, but she goes, unfortunately, she goes in the back row. You were talking about 3 runs. Someone did some studies on it. If you get 3 runs at 3 points, you have a 60% chance of winning that set. 3 runs of 3 in a row. This is a momentum game. It's because of the matchup at the net and the back court change every time there's a rotation.
Cook on the serve. Service error. Cook has had double-digit kills in every match so far this year. Now Stevens will head back to serve. Free vault.
That nice float. Did you see it kind of move as across the net? It kind of moved. It came up on our platform a little bit.
Stevens led the team in aces over the first 4 matches. She had 9 of them. Dryden. Yep, there was a touch off the net there, which is why
yes,
Bingham had to play it.
And you can see the touch. By the way, they should have cameras in high school. What do you think of those? Have you watched pro volleyball or college volleyball?
I have. There's a little money involved in that, but yes.
Yeah, I know.
A little funding might be required for
and
that.
It takes forever, some of them. I'm going to call for a challenge.
Zimmerman. Was there a touch there? No. Good job by Zimmerman to lay off of it.
She was going to. I think someone said no on her team, and hands came down. See? No. Okay, good.
Zimmerman has played all sets so far this year for Marian. That does find the line, and it was net contact anyway. Point will go to IU Columbus.
All right, they still have a 4-point lead. So basically, if they keep siding out, they win the match. Or excuse me, the set. It'd be nice if it's the match and go home early, but.
Here's Michaela Salinas. It's a live ball off the tape. A little too much on that one. And again, no touch there.
I didn't see any. Did you see any?
Nope. So for Marian, starting to see now kind of the second rotation through. And Marian, 16 players on the bench, which is actually numbers are down for them a little bit from previous years.
Didn't they have like 3,200 or something crazy?
Seemed that way.
It was
Loose runs out of real estate, can't track that one down. And what was a 3 or 4 point lead is now suddenly back to a 6-point cushion.
Keep going. Again, rotation. It's the matchup at the net and the back court. Depends basically, are you an attacking team or a defensive team?
Tough serve by Cunningham. Salinas on the dig. Good way to read the hands. Give that kill to Ava Tyndall.
That was great. She saw the hands, thumb down a little bit. Watch, thumb down. Hit that line, go after their hands, hit deep on the line so that Bro can't get to it.
Tyndall, a freshman from Homestead High School. Tyndall, 23 kills in her first 4 matches. She, too, has played every set so far this young season. Cunningham with the service miscue.
It kind of was a low toss in front of her middle of her body. Typically, unless you're going to go that angle, which she didn't approach that way, so she'll make it. Already called her offense. You have to go next. This game, you make a mistake. I need to do this, and you have to go next immediately.
It is a two-setter rotation that Marian plays. 3-point there as Cook couldn't receive the serve. But Luddle is getting the first kind of run of the sets, and then it is Cunningham that comes in as her replacement in the rotation.
Like a 6-2 offense. A lot of colleges are doing that. Stanford even tried that, but it didn't work at all. They got blasted. So
loose the service miscue. Here's Dryden. Again, Lyons is probably the most veteran player in terms of playing time of the Marian squad. Dryden would be kind of right behind that. Dig by Zimmerman. Cook. Good recovery by the Crimson Pride. Short ball. There's loose again. Good read. Block is there by Sarah Bennett.
You could see the elbow. Her elbow was not high when she was attacking. That means they're going to tip or throw the ball late. So if you could just watch, she delayed and then pressed her hands over to get that block.
Marian 4 points away rather from taking set number 1. Free ball that Marian couldn't capitalize on. And
that's youth right there. They're like, okay, you get it. No, you get it. It's youth. They'll watch game film, and I'm sure they'll practice it a little bit.
Dryden. Cook.
Okay, that was good. I'm glad the defense setter had her hands so she can protect her face. Because getting a facial is not fun. Look, hands up. Oh, thank you.
Not from that distance, no.
No.
Not ever, but especially from that distance. Marian hitting 500 in the match. Marsh on the serve, and both teams have been a bit free with the serves. They frankly, aces and errors are equal on both sides, 3 and 3.
And if I were a coach and I say, take your time on the serve right now. Just focus. I know you're excited to play here. Everyone's here, but you're rushing the serve.
Bingham on the serve. And that ball will go all the way through the court.
That was smart on the setter. Reverse the action out there. And the blockers, middle block, I don't think got there in time. But that was a setter kill. You know, sometimes where coaches give that to the setter.
So Luddle to serve, 2 points away. Tough one. Off hands and down. Monroe gets her 4th kill of the match. And Marcardosi with quick hands.
The middle was kind of wait, and a little late, and then I had the hands penetrated back to zone 6.
Scroggins now to serve. As you'd expect early in the season, both teams have been pretty liberal in terms of getting additional players, and you'll start to whittle that rotation down as the year goes along.
Absolutely.
And now a fistful of set points here for Marian. And Cook nets it. Still a bushel full of set points for Marian.
Okay. Take your time.
We'll see how long this goes. I mean, different terminologies I can use.
Well, she misses. You're doing a great job, by the way.
Well,
right?
As are you. Thank you.
As a volleyball fan, I'm really impressed.
Stevens, tough serve. Here's Dryden. Into the net.
It's really tough to attack a ball when it's coming over your shoulder. The only thing that she could have done is gone outside the court a little bit more to see it, let it come in front of her, pass through the middle of her body, and then attack the ball.
Short ball. Not done yet. Loose will steer it over. Dryden. Good job to have hands ready. And again, still some you got it from Marian right now.
I called timeout. calm them down, settle a little bit. You need 1 point, one good pass, one good set. That's all you need. But you got to settle them down.
Luddle. And that's that. One of the seniors in Wilkinson, former Division I player. Transfer from Ryder. Gets the point, and that is that for set number 1. 25-20, it belongs to Marian. We'll come back with set number 2 in a matter of moments. You're watching Marian Volleyball on the ISC Sports Network.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, we're invested in more than just your finances. We're invested in your future, the future of your family, the well-being of the community you live in, and in those who dream big. Until those dreams become a reality, any bank can give you a loan or open an account. At IMCU, we care about more than just dollars and cents. We care about doing things that make sense. And investing in you makes good sense to us.
Does your school offer high-quality education? Does it offer virtual or hybrid options? Marian University Preparatory School educates students in a safe, faith-based environment focused on college and career exploration. Here at Marian University Preparatory School, we empower parents and help students to master what they love and learn as they live. We are now enrolling students in grades 6 through 9 this fall. Full financial aid packages are still available. Act now to make MU Prep your school for 2022.
Now you see the conference championships on display, dating back to Coach Pritchard's time, those last 4 on the banner for Marian. Even without winning conference titles the last few years, it has been trips out to Sioux City every year in terms of playing the NAI National Tournament. Today's game is brought to us by BSN. BSN is the preferred provider of apparel for Marian University Athletics. I want to thank our ISC Sports Network crew bringing tonight's game. Thanks to Charlie Hammock, Matthew Stein, Chase or Chaz Eisnagel. I'm not sure which one he is going. He said either one works. Okay. Thanks to Vince Morales and Carlos Antiquity back in the broadcast truck tonight alongside Gene Kesterson. My name is Greg Rakestraw. Coach, your thoughts on set number 1, won by the Knights by 5 points.
Well, I'm going to throw this at him. We talked earlier about John Cook, the Nebraska coach, legendary, several national champions. He's now retired and stuff. You need to play the end of the set cleanly. They made too many mistakes at the end. So that's one thing as a coach I would really focus in. We're this far, we should not let them score more than 3 points. We got to stop it. We need to be disciplined and focus at the end of any set.
Numbers from the first set, both teams hit it exceedingly well. Marian 414, IU Columbus 250. In terms of kill numbers, Dryden's 4 led Marian, Monroe's 4 led IU Columbus. Both teams 4 service errors, both teams 3 service aces, both teams 11 digs. Simply put, 3 more kills for Marian on 1 more attack adds up to a 5-point margin in set number 1. For IU Columbus, they will go to league rival St. Mary of the Woods to play in their Labor Day weekend tournament. They'll actually play 3 times on Friday before then playing on Saturday to wrap things up. They begin River State's conference play when they play host to IU Southeast in a couple of weeks. Of course, tomorrow night, same place you are watching this match, you can watch the monumental matchup as Marian and UIndy playing football for the first time in 9 years.
Wow.
That game will be on My Indy TV 23. Kickoff is just after 6 o'clock. Join Scott McCauley, Zach Graves, and yours truly on the call from the other side of campus, from Ascension St. Vincent Field. If you want to park on campus, I would head this way now. Might be a little crowded come tomorrow.
Okay, question for you. Who's the football coach at Barry?
That would be Ted Karras.
I had Teddy Karras
now
in
starting
class.
center for the Cincinnati Bengals.
He was crazy. He was crazy fun. He was not bad.
Right, crazy in a good way.
Yes, he kept the class lively. And he'd always have something to say at the beginning. I go, Teddy, please, it has to be good, it has to be clean. And he'd do something, I go, okay, that was funny. That was like your uncle, the one that punched the horse or something. Wasn't as What movie was it? A guy punched a horse? That's his uncle.
So that would be Alex.
Yes.
That was in Blazing Saddles.
Yes, thank you.
Mongo only pawn in Game of Life. Yes, that would be his
But
uncle.
he was very much like him.
Yes.
But he's a sweetheart.
Didn't think I'd be quoting Blazing Saddles in the broadcast today, but here we are. So Stevens on the serve for set number 2. Dryden, yep, big swing, but couldn't keep it on target. First point goes to the Crimson Pride.
I think she might have been going a little high hands because they were successful going hands and tooling the hands earlier.
Columbus played in, not last weekend, but the weekend prior to open their season. Dryden again, and again, just tried to aim that a little bit, but it's long.
Okay.
Point goes to IU Columbus.
I think we need to recognize her strength coach at Marian because she's strong and hitting the ball out, and that was a nice little tip to the deep corner, and we attribute that to the strength coach at Marian University because that was a tough shot.
And there's the kill for Wilkinson.
Went quick. The blockers are like, okay, see the guy, their coach is like, okay, get your hands a little bit there, get the ball. Okay. So yes, you go outside, find someone else, find a hot hitter.
Wilkinson from Newcastle. It's her 3rd year on the Marian campus. Be a tough angle there. IU Columbus pulls it off. Dryden had to reload and did so wisely.
All right, find a way to win. Find a hole, tip it over. I'll get back in rhythm. And actually, that's what a lot of teams do right now. They'll tip, even the Big Ten schools, they'll tip, to make the defense go up, and then they'll go head hunting and hit deep.
Free ball. So 3 consecutive points.
Okay. Again, coach is a little irritated, but I didn't hear the communication. Even with the headphones, I should hear communication, you go. So communication on the court, you should hear players communicate on the court during rallies.
Tough serve. Luddle. Stevens' effort rewarded. Good read.
That was. Block was there. Thumb down. Put a little tip there. That was really great shot.
And that is the Columbus native in Bennett. So 4 straight points for Marian. And make it 5.
Okay. Just a little out of system right there. She didn't get your feet to the ball quick enough to make something happen. Just movement. You gotta move. You gotta feel the ball, feel the game.
Luddle. Deemed to be a lift. That snaps a 5-point streak for the Knights.
Okay.
This IU Columbus team swept Wilberforce, beat Calumet College of St. Joe, that's in Northwest Indiana, and played Governor's State of Illinois twice in the opening tournament of the season they played. Was at Huntington University. Just a little bit long.
So you said they got 5 points. They scored 5 in a row. Was it 5 in a row?
Correct.
Okay, if you score 2 runs of 5 consecutive, 90% chance of winning the set. So you just have to do it one more time.
Dryden. Good job to adjust by Cook. It was Bingham. And Dryden gets the kill.
That's a smart shot. Elbow went down just a little and just hit off the blocker's hands. She's really smart. I like that.
Dryden's 6th kill of the match. Tough serve.
Wow.
Helped by the Home kiss off the net cord. The ace for Cunningham.
That's a nice sweep. Had speed. Went across court. That was really good. I'm interested to see why Marian's been serving the libero for IUC. That was not to her, but a lot of their balls are.
That was in that direction as well. Just netted a serve. First service error of the set by Marian.
Beginning of the season is still a serve and pass game. The first ball contact with a tough serve or good reception. It's got to be consistently good.
Bridget Call to serve. And IUC really rotating through their roster. That's still in play. And a hand under the ball. That is no longer in play. Give Bennett the kill.
Okay, there's a saying among coaches. You can't say it out loud, but the ball never lies. So, okay, it was good. That was what's considered a pancake. You know, just kind of flip it over. But that was they're playing smartly. For young players, not that as much experience, they're playing some smart volleyball.
Dryden on the serve. Right idea, just Ava Granson haven't lined up.
They missed the blocker's hands.
Granson, a freshman. And I think Jean knows where she went to high school.
Some cathedral, Fighting Irish.
That would be correct, yes. Great efforts to keep that in play. Cook. I really like that Cook and Dryden know when to take a rip and when just to roll it back in.
Absolutely. And it's not, I mean, they're not going to roll. They're going to roll, hit, roll, or they're going to change it up. Good hitters can feel where the defense is lining up.
Off hands. Bingham gets the kill.
She's a very good player. Very smart.
Well, again, it's a third-year program, and she's a senior. So that's a guarantee you she's a leader of that group as well. So here's Maria Otero to serve. She had played in just 2 sets in the first 4 matches of the season. Boone Grove High School, a freshman from up in the region. Dryden for the back. And
that's sweet.
Camlin Anderson just couldn't get her hands out of the way in time.
I'm here moving like I'm coaching and playing the game here. But that was some good out-of-system play. Set back row, let her take a healthy swing.
So here is Evans. Evans' playing time has been limited. Emerson, Carmel High School. You might know her dad, Brian. Played basketball at IU and played in the NBA as well. Anderson. And the point to Marian. Give that to Wilkinson. It was first team All-Crossroads League last year. And a timeout to be taken by IU Columbus. I want to thank our friends at Hoagies and Hops. And we have been producing some broadcasts in the neighborhood. Hoagies and Hops has done very well off of business from the ISC Sports Network over the course of the last few days. Have you been to Hoagies and Hops yet, Coach?
I have not. What's good? What's the best?
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to take you to lunch at Hoagies and Hops at some point in time.
Love it.
Before we get to the end of September. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Hoagies and Hops have been serving Pennsylvania-style hoagies and cheesesteaks in Indianapolis for 10 years. They are 6 minutes from campus, corner of 42nd and Boulevard. Hoagies and Hops partners with Marian University. If you have a Marian ID card or a game day ticket, show when you go to Hoagies and Hops, you get 15% off.
Whoa.
For hours, menu, and location. Visit hoagiesandhops.com. Cheesesteak, Pit Twist, the Shipyard, Dutch Country. Just these are the wonderful
What's
names.
Dutch Country? What is it?
It's actually a little bit of ring bologna that is involved in it.
Bologna? I grew up on that.
Right. This is a little higher end. It's more
Okay,
like
good.
bologna.
Yeah, okay.
You and I had bologna as
Yes,
kids.
we did.
Or bologna. It's really
And
good.
fried. Did you have it fried?
Of course we did.
Yes.
Rotation of that and spam all the
Yeah.
time. They do not serve spam. at
Okay,
Hoagies
good.
and Hops. Just saying.
That's good to know.
Nothing against it. So Evans to serve. Tough serve. Dryden.
Out of play.
Evans. And eventually out of real estate.
Yes. Best effort on every play. And their teammates all. This is one thing that other teams, other sports, team sports don't understand. Someone misses a serve, you go back and hug him. Someone, misses the ball, but you go back and hug him. What is this? It's a team. It's a team sport.
So Bingham to serve. Bingham came in second on the team in kills with 33. Set across for Cook.
Wow.
And again, Cook and Dryden, left side. That has been the featured point of attack for Marian. What are you seeing as to why that's the case, Coach?
Well, I see on that particular play, it was a perfect pass. The setter held the block a little bit. It was a perfect set. They're getting a lot of balls. They have confidence, or more importantly, their teammates have confidence in them.
7 kills for Dryden, 5 for Cook, and an ace for the Knights.
But that last one, it was like, okay, setter held the middle. Yes, that's good.
Luddle. Serve had some late movement to it. Hands are there, and it's going to be touched wide.
Yes. Oop.
Couple rotations here for IU Columbus. Scroggins will serve this one. And really credit the folks at IU Columbus. They have very quickly built a pretty robust athletic program down in Bartholomew County. Bingham.
The double's illegal this year in high school as well.
Hands there, but wide. But to finish the thought, IU Columbus offers baseball, both basketballs, both cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field, soccer, softball, and volleyball.
Do they have men's volleyball yet?
Not yet.
It is the fastest growing sport for boys in the United States.
Cook. That's a fastball, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it was a strike.
Cook, her 6th kill of the match. And Cook now back to serve. As you mentioned, you're up in the volleyball hotbed that is Wapahani. Basically getting, after 2 years of watching as this sails long, she played in a grand total of 9 matches the last 2 years. She's played every set so far this year.
It's showtime. When it's your time, it's your time.
Her last high school match was the 2A state championship in 2022, in which the Raiders won. Loose the dig. Cook. Dryden. Again, that has been the point-ending spot for Marian.
But just her confidence, I got that. But she went up aggressively. Here's the shot. I can see it. Thumb down a little bit, hit across her body a little bit, but that was, yes. Look at her. Yes, let's go, let's go. Okay.
Good looking ball that time from IU Columbus. Journey Brown with the kill.
That was like a push 3, so it's a little bit quicker tempo. I haven't really seen that much of them, to different zones along the net. So let's see if they modify where they're setting the middles and outside.
Anderson coming on to serve. She too has been a part of some state championship matches because she played at Brownstown Central. Bingham. Cook on the diving effort. Tough shot. And waiting hands at the net.
Like, no you don't. There you go, boom, straight down. And she wasn't surprised, like, no, I got you, boom. I sub out, let's go. I can have some water now. And
Danielle, the sophomore from Westfield. First time we have mentioned her name at 6'2". Tough serve. Again, hands waiting. Pump set for Dryden. Just a bit too much.
Got underneath the ball a little bit more. It sailed on her. Usually she's been making great contact in front of her right shoulder, sometimes left shoulder when she's hitting line.
8 kills, 5 errors so far for Corey on the swings. But you want her being aggressive if you're the Marian staff. There's Bridget Call on the serve. Dryden did the best she could. IU Columbus asking for a back row attack, were they right?
No.
No.
The ball didn't cross the plane of the net.
Which is what the R2 is explaining.
Yes.
To their head coach right now. By the way, I'm going to make sure we reference the head coach, Jose Olivo, at IU Columbus. It's a really cool story. Jose works at Cummins in Columbus, which is the big economic driver for most everything in Columbus. Part of the neat element of this burgeoning athletic program at IUC. There's a kill.
Nice sweep. Almost had 3 blockers. We see this again. They had the blockers squeezed in, but still found a hole.
That's Granson that drops the hammer.
Nope, it was just 2. My bad. That was a nice swing.
Still a 5-point cushion for Marian. Columbus running out of time to bridge that gap here in the set. Bennett. Back to Cook.
Oof.
Hands there. Not done yet. And the putback for Stevens.
That was a nice rally. I did think that they might have been underneath the net, but there's a no call. But it was a good rally.
It's a pivotal point here. Trying to get it back to 3 if you're IU Columbus. Little moment to wipe some perspiration off the floor.
Nothing's worse than you're doing the splits, but you've never done the splits before. It's like water on the court. We had a player do that. It's like, oh no.
Otero off the tape. Good angle.
That was a great approach. She made an adjustment. The set was inside. Made an adjustment and was able to hit that seam. That was very impressive.
Tyndall, 23 kills over the opening weekend of the season. And conference play starts next Wednesday for Marian. Spring Arbor is here. Evans on the serve. And got it down the line.
One blocker up and hit inside the seam. Or excuse me, that seam hit inside of her block.
Granson, 9 kills on the season coming into the match.
That was great.
Monroe will rotate back through. Ruthie Bingham to serve. Block off the antenna, point to Marian.
Okay, so we have 20. And we talk about you have to finish the games cleanly. I mean, don't make a lot of errors. Let's see what Marian does right now.
Sammy Luddle back to serve. Dryden. Good read by Stevens. Better read by Wilkinson.
Yes, that was smart. Off. She had her elbow down the whole time, but still found the shot. Okay, 4. Let's see if they can play cleanly. There's a timeout. Let's see what happens after the timeout. They come out.
Second timeout of the set taken by IU Columbus. Tonight's match presented by our friends at Indiana Members Credit Union. Proud to support Marian University and now offers a Marian University Knights debit card. The card is included when you open a free IMCU checking account. Get your Marian University Knights debit card and learn more at imcu.com. By the way, the next time our cameras will be here for Marian Volleyball will be when they play host to the Huntington Foresters on October the 22nd. And as is always the case, any and all Crossroads League tournament matches and NAIA regional matches, of which Marian has had more often than not, we'll have those for you as well on the ISC Sports Network. And this is a group that is still under construction. There are kind of some questions as to exactly what this season is going to look like.
They're playing much better than I anticipated. They're kind of connecting the dots better. Usually when we have all these new kids, not playing a lot. I mean, they've been together, but the connection, kids, yes. Yeah. So I'm going to keep track of how many errors they make before they get 25.
So IU Columbus out of timeouts. Marian has 2 if needed. Here's Luddle. Bingham missed it. Good read by Luddle. Set across. Tough angle. Will be IU Columbus's point.
See, that doesn't count as an error. That's just a block, and they hit it off the hands. An error is when you miss your serve, you hit out of bounds, or you collide and the ball drops. Let's not have number 3. Let's not have people colliding in.
Marian hitting 303 this set. IUC 103. Wilkinson going to add that hitting number. By the way, for a frame of reference, Marian went 3-1 the opening weekend, hit about $190 for those 4 matches. So this is a step up the way they're playing.
Way to go. Like you would anticipate with a Marian Knight. I think last year we called them the night blockers because their blocking was so good.
Dryden couldn't get there but didn't need to. It was 7 set points. Took Marian 4 points to get there last set. They have 8 of them this time around. Block is there, and that is that. 25-20 in set number 1, 25-16 in set number 2. Set 3 when we come back to the PE Center. They're looking to close that in 3. You're watching Marian Volleyball on ISC.
Nope.
Still waiting? You could have been seen by an orthopedic specialist at Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Avoid the wait, cost, and drama of the ER. Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Orthopedic care without the drama. Find a location near you. Still waiting? You could have been seen by an orthopedic specialist at Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Avoid the wait, cost, and drama of the ER. Ortho Indy Urgent Care. Orthopedic care without the drama. Find a location near you.
Always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
So set number 3 here at the PE Center on the campus of Marian University. Want to thank our friends at Masters Heating and Cooling. When the action heats up, trust Masters Heating and Cooling in Indianapolis to keep your home cool. Visit mastersindy.com. Well, Marian has been pretty doggone solid so far in this match. 365.
Wow.
They have hit better than 300 in each of the first 2 sets. They have 29 kills. They have just 6 attacking errors. Do those numbers kind of match what your eyes have been seeing so far, Coach?
Yes, I'm very impressed with they're connecting the dots better than I thought they would. And the errors are typically long or sideline. You know, I haven't seen any of them, you know, not even get over the net. So, I mean, so they're over the court. The other team can play them. So I was impressed. And I was also impressed that you have to finish the game strongly. It's the end game that counts. They didn't have any errors. From 21 to 15, 0 errors. When you can finish the sets, you're going to win matches.
Dryden 8 kills, Cook 6. Wilkinson and Bennett each with 5, Tyndall with 4.
Wow.
For IU Columbus, Jada Monroe has 7. Bingham and Granson with 4. All right, so we're showing you the inside the Marian huddle. Let's flip this. If you're the Crimson Pride and you're trying to, first things first, you can't win it in 3. You can't win it in 4. You got to get it to 4. What must the Crimson Pride do differently in set number 3?
Well, one thing, I think they could put more service pressure. Right now, they're almost serving directly to players. Try to serve seams, if that makes sense. Do what Marian did, is to go to the pancake, go to the middle a little bit, move the offense short and then deep. And I'm always, you need to hear the coach, the players communicate, and I'm not hearing that. I'm seeing them not, the balls are kind of like they're hesitating. Communicate and be a little bit smoother. Someone needs to communicate. Someone needs to be leader on the court.
One thing to note for IU Columbus as well, Cora Baker is their leader in kills with 36 on the season. Junior from South Adams. She is in uniform, but she has a rather significant wrap on her thigh over on that bench, and I would imagine that she might be being withheld tonight. She's got the iPad in her hand, which means she's
oh my gosh, yes.
tracking stats and probably not going to be playing tonight, so make sure we note that as part of the coverage tonight as well.
Yes, I did have, oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, when your key players are out, but Marian's, stepping up. I'm sorry, but was it Emma Lyons is pretty good.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, she's
fair.
pretty good.
Well,
yeah.
She was the Defensive Player of the Week in the Crossroads League this past weekend. So
didn't she get an award last year? Several times she was a Defensive Player of the Week.
I think they just basically renamed the award for her. I think basically.
Have they done that yet?
Not officially.
They probably should.
Just on this campus.
Well, that's good. But actually, Zimmerman's doing a wonderful job as well. I like the communication with her teammates, so I think that's important.
So Cook back deep to serve. Last year, Marian 25-9, 12-6 in Crossroads League play. Hosted Columbia International in the national tournament. Loose. Just across the net. Fourth touch, no block.
Ball came off the tape. You can tell if it hits the top of the tape, it's going to bounce back pretty far. Hits the bottom, it's dropping. And yes, we would practice that.
Again, IU Columbus, third-year intercollegiate program.
I'm definitely impressed with what they have right
Absolutely.
now.
Off hands and down. That's Evie Dart. First time we have called her name. Evie, a local product from Covenant Christian High School.
Yes. Remember that. By the way, they are trying to get their free balls and have not free balls, the down balls to the setter. So the setter's not, for Marian, not taking the first contact. So the bro's getting a lot of attention right now.
Going over on 2. Marsh had it covered. Off the slide and down. And again, Dart, who is part of the Crossroads League all-freshman team last year.
Her alignment on she aligned with her left hand on the ball, which the ball goes over the net, not the other opponent's hand. So she lined it up perfectly.
Cook, big dip on that serve. Off hands and down.
The block didn't close soon enough, but the blocking has been better, as the sets go on. The blocking's improved for Marian, except that the right hand did not get over in time.
Watson rotates back in. Simmons back to serve. And again.
Got to penetrate those hands back to 6. And 6 when you put your hands back to the middle of the court. The free throw line.
Well, Monroe doing a good job of taking advantage of the opportunity. Only had 5 kills in 4 sets played coming into today's match. Make it 3 in a row for IU Columbus.
Okay, so that was almost like a trap set. The only thing she could do is go high hands, but I think she probably wouldn't block anyway.
Block is there for Marian. Wilkinson led the charge. Dart was there to help.
Wow. And now, did you see her hands penetrate back to 6? Here, watch. Back to 6. There you go. Follow through back that way. Okay. Some schools will call that a monster block. And they'll do with the hands and monster block.
Here's Zimmerman. Zimmerman worked her way into the rotation last year for Marian. Block is there, and IU Columbus couldn't peel out of the net.
No. So, again, the block was there. They were penetrating, and they don't see their hands, but they were pushed back to 6. When you get tooled, a lot of times you're just reaching high in the air, or you haven't sealed the tape, which is the top of the net.
Zimmerman. Cook had that covered. Bennett. Free ball, and this could be an interesting spectator. Kid Bennett have to do a thing.
Yes. Just let the ball drop. It's tight to the net. You got to be careful. You can't go over there. You have to have some part of the foot or body on or above the line. So that would have just been tight.
So it's been 3 in a row. Make it 4 now for Marian. Bennett was there as well.
The block is alive. So they're the night blockers. That's what we should call them from now on. We need to trademark that, right?
You can print the T-shirt.
The night blockers, not the night riders or whatever that is, but the night blockers.
Bennett had a part of 110 of those last year.
Wow.
Dart took just enough off of that one, make it 5 in a row for the Knights.
Yay. Okay, where's this? If you get 5 in a row, you get 2 runs at 5 points, 90% chance of winning the set.
Then they serve Monroe. Too much. And a timeout for IU Columbus.
Yes.
Well, again, even if this is a bit of a reload or still trying to figure out exactly what they have in Marian, this is still a step up in competition for a very young team in IU Columbus.
Absolutely.
This timeout is presented by Michaelis. From ground-up building projects to around-the-clock emergency security services, no one answers your prayers. The phone's quicker than the folks at Michaelis. Give Michaelis a call at 1-844-FIX-INDY. Again, IU Columbus, part of the River States Conference. And the River States Conference is the old Kentucky Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, but now there are more schools from Indiana than any other state that make up that league. As the 4 IU branch campuses we referenced earlier, along with Oakland City and St. Mary's of the Woods.
Actually, my aunt is there. Sister James Michael is there. She went back to retire at the Woods.
Yep.
So loves it there. Has the best view on campus, actually.
Which is in a gorgeous area, kind of northwest of Terre Haute.
Yes.
Has only been a co-educational campus for the last decade or so.
Yes.
They are playing sprint football at St. Mary's of the Woods. They will play full NAIA football starting next year.
Seriously?
Absolutely.
Oh, the nuns will go crazy. Excuse me. The Sisters of Providence would go crazy with that. They love their football.
This one sails a little bit long, so a 6-chain for Marian comes to an end. So a 5-point lead early here in set number 3.
Don't they have a men's program, men's volleyball program at St. Mary of the Woods?
I believe they do.
Yes, okay.
If not, I will call my buddy, the AD, Kevin Lanke, and say you should start one.
It will attract men to the campus, to the university. It is a beautiful campus.
Anderson to serve. Tough one. Shoddy able to keep that in play. 50-50 ball.
Oh, yeah.
Diving her by Marsh.
Boom.
Nothing you can do with that.
No. Protect your face, though. And that's a point. That's just 1 point. So you just need to go, okay, I didn't have my hands penetrated. I should have put my hands in front of my face. And you have to go next quickly.
And that'll float long.
I wonder if this is the gym where there's a good side and a bad side. At Worthington Arena, was it Carolyn Condit, Miami of Ohio coach? This side, we touch the ball and it floats. The other side, we have to serve really hard. So there's a good side and bad side. Oh, good
We
side.
do rotate, as you can tell. We're back to doing that.
I know.
From end to end.
High school, no. But college, yes.
Can't pull that one off the net, off the antenna. Cunningham to serve. Marian now hitting .329 for the match.
Wow.
IU Columbus down to .078.
Just the energy on the court. You know, volleyball is a game you have to play with energy. I think, who was it? Pittsburgh's coach, number 2 in the country. They got pummeled. What do we need to do? Bring energy. We talked about it. Energy from the bench, energy from the coaches, energy on the court. This game you don't play. You know, you got to communicate, got to talk, you got to get excited about playing.
Bridget Call to serve. Dart. Cook the dig. Short set, right call.
She was there, she was ready, elbow high. That was a good pass. Had some speed on the set. And there's obviously a point, kill.
That was Bennett. She played in all 34 matches for Marian last year.
Wow.
That kill for her 6th of the match. She's hitting .667 against her hometown team.
I think I set her a lot. Good.
Good scramble by IU Columbus. And just an errant shot that time for the Knights.
That was a great reversal because you don't want to, go outside. If you're moving forward, we always practice setting back, and it scored, I forget, some 75% of the time or something crazy. She just had her hand a little bit too low.
First attacking error for Tyndall tonight.
Seriously? Wow.
Because there's not been many by Marian. They've had 8 for the match. Cook. That 8 attacking errors, coach, compared to now 33 kills for the Knights.
That's impressive. And that's just a smart shot. Deep corners are now open, whether they've been open the whole time, but now Marian's seeing it and hitting it.
And both teams have been using their bench frequently here early in the season. 13 players have seen time for Marian, 14 for IU Columbus.
Non-conference early in the season.
Good read.
That was beautiful. That was very nice.
And again, that's Stevens, and
what high school did she go to?
that'd be Yorktown. And again, to use the basketball analogy, she's your point guard for 4 years. Hand her the ball and say go. That's exactly what they're going to do.
And I think she knows the sidelines and stuff.
Salinas to serve. Tyndall does not make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, elbow was a little bit higher. She was, one thing you have to be, a lot of the quicker offense, the hitters are in their left foot, ready to attack, so it's left, right, left. So she was loaded, ready to go to attack that ball.
So here is Callaway Marsh in the state of Kentucky, from Nicholasville, Kentucky. Good back row swing by Salinas. Cook. Zimmerman on the hustle. Wilkinson sends it over. Off the slide, hands there. We're not done yet. Diving effort, couldn't get there.
That was a nice rally by both sides. Well, they're going to learn, okay, elbows low, get forward to that. But both teams are moving. One thing that a lot of people love volleyball because it's a dance. When they set one side, they all cover. The team goes to defense, and then it switches. So it's like a constant dance. And you don't have to get up and do the same thing. So you don't have to get up and dance, although we'd like to see you do that. You know.
I'm much better off camera at that stuff. And that is a serve that Riley Scroggins would like to have back.
There's a hug there.
Yeah, go hug your teammate, the one you just hit with a serve.
Yeah, and you also, I think you owe, what, a cupcake or something, or a cookie?
You stop at the Dairy Queen on the way home.
Yes.
Pick them up a Blizzard. Here's Cook to serve. That'll sail a bit long. Both teams have been serving more consistently as the match has gone along.
Yes, that's true.
9 errors on serve for Marian, 6 for IU Columbus.
I believe most of them have been long. So one thing you can do here, you can go by the bleachers, as far back as the bleachers, and serve.
Receiving error, but Cook scrambles to keep in play. So scramble the other direction. Darts off the hand and down.
A smart shot.
That's all hustled by Cook.
Yes.
Going to both corners. And again, it's Wapani. I mean, it's just there are certain programs.
Yes.
We're talking about the same with Yorktown. You see that line, you're like, all right, kid's going to figure out a way to get every point.
Yeah. Because you did so in practice.
Good looking swing, great effort, but the laws of physics catch up here. Point to IU Columbus.
Both play good play on both sides. Again, Marian did not give up. That was just a little. Just had to play the next point. So 16-11. Let's see if they can get the 20 before IU Columbus can get to. What do you think?
As long as you keep this bigger than 3, I think you feel good if you're Marian. Potential free ball here, and not much that Marsh can do.
That was a tight ball. The only thing she could have done is she's back row, so she can't send the ball over. Maybe she could go to 6-4 and save the balls on that side. So,
trying to get Marsh some extra minutes here with a 2-0 lead. She's kind of taken Luddle's reps in this set.
Okay, you had 2 Marian players go for it. They both called it, and they went for the ball. Okay, now this is it. They're communicating who's got this, who's got that. Okay? So not only does a coach call timeout, players can, and leaders on the team. Come on, let's huddle up until the official says let's play.
Dart. Set across to Bingham, and that will be a touch and a point to IU Columbus, and the lead is down to 2.
Okay. So that little mini game victory goes to IU Columbus.
And a timeout taken. So first timeout taken by Marian in tonight's match. I want to thank our friends at Pepsi, longtime sponsor of Marian Athletics. Grab a Pepsi and some friends and get in the game. Pepsi, proud partner of the Marian University Knights. And again, now the question is, do you kind of put your starting setter back in, or do you want kind of your third setter, who is Marsh, to kind of keep getting these reps and fight her way through it?
I think I would keep the setter the same. I would talk to the other players on the court and say, step up. Here you got, some new kids on the court. You need to step up because the first ball pass, the first ball contact has not been very clean. There's a lot of scramble after the first ball contact. The setter's doing okay for the passes that she's getting. So I would think right now the responsibility goes on the first ball contact.
So you're seeing Luddle kind of sit this set to get some younger players some experience.
Yes.
Same with Corey Dryden. You're seeing
Right.
Hurst get on the bench.
Right.
I think they did it wrong just to get other players some experience.
Absolutely. It's the third set early in the season. It's home. Hopefully, like you said, they'll have some crossroad, tournament games here. Let's see how you do here.
And again, league play and the unique nature of Crossroads League, you play 18 times. League plays next Wednesday. It does not take long. Bennett.
First ball contact was perfect. Okay, drove, it's good.
And it's okay. And now Cunningham will rotate back in for Marsh. And again, I want to make sure I'm not implying that Marsh is doing something wrong. It's just you kind of notice, all right, who's rotating out when you get to the third set. So here's Cunningham. He's been the second setter. Bingham finds a seam.
That's a nice swing. Look, the energy right there. I mean, if you watch like major D1, that's what you want. You're out. They just scored. You just come down and it's like yes, yes, yes.
17, it's third set.
Bingham, one of two seniors on the IU Columbus roster.
And they're only a third-year program.
Correct. Off the slide. Dart. Got it. Still playing. Cook. And finally we're done.
Marian stayed in the action. They went back row. The players, I noticed they went back to an attack position when it was kind of at the first ball. See, they're all ready to attack the ball, and you go back row. So caught them off guard a little bit.
Lock there waiting. Diving effort, yep, in play. Good job to sky it by Cunningham. That hit the floor.
Yes. Nice play from both sides. I mean, that ball, when the ball's set from way back in the corner, you got to track it, and the timing's so different than the balls you get in practice, so it was a good play.
Marian answered the first kind of rally here for IU Columbus, but then gives a point away. So back to a 3-point lead. Elena Wesling will check in to serve here. Wesling from Marian, as in the town, not the university. Cook.
That was great. They ran a combination play and set the third hitter. Love it. Okay, now let's see. It's 2016. Let's see if they can go 0 errors.
Evans back to serve for Cook, her 9th kill of the match. Tough serve.
Wow.
The ace. Number 8 of the night for Marian.
That just had barely, cleared the net, had some speed on it.
And IU Columbus will take their final time out of this set, knowing that the finish line is getting closer. Want to thank our friends at Spot. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark. As a leading third-party logistics company in North America, Spot gives you the tools to tackle industry challenges for our partners. Here, initiative, drive, and teamwork form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Visit spotinc.com/careers. More information today. Spot is proud to partner with Marian University. And Marian heads to IU South Bend for 4 matches this weekend.
Wow.
Amongst the teams they'll face Defiance College, which is back from the Division III ranks, second year of being back in the NAIA. They will take on IU East, IUSB, and the team they hosted in the NAIA tournament here last year. Matt Yu and Rick Johnson are on the call for. Columbia International, whose coach is the former coach at Bethel, hence the desire to come back and play in a tournament in the South Bend area.
Wonderful. Oh, that looks like a fun weekend. So it's a Friday, Saturday, Hope?
Correct.
2 matches Friday, 2 matches Saturday?
Correct.
Perfect.
Columbia International receiving votes in the season opening poll. Evans on the serve. Tyndall. Free ball here. Wilkeson. When the senior asks for the ball, when you're the freshman, you give the ball to the senior.
Exactly. Okay, I've learned. Yes, that's actually true. It's we have freshman setters and the seniors and juniors will give me the ball. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Marian 3 points away. Evans. A little long that time. Here's Bennett. We'll rotate back in for Evans. Monroe and Salinas rotate back through for IU Columbus.
And again, most of their serves have been long, which you could move back the starting position, starting where you start serve.
That's a service ace.
Okay, so that's 2 errors this set. Let's see if they can play the next 3 points, earn the next 3 points.
Wilkeson. Block waiting that time. Cook. And that will kept in play. Not a bad play to go over on 2 by Luce. Even though it resulted in the hammer being dropped by Marian.
The hammer makes a statement like, oh my gosh, they just pounded the ball.
And Tyndall, the freshman from Homestead High School.
These are all good programs. I'm looking at both of them. I mean, they're good programs. I'm like, yes, they had a good team. Yes, that, might not be in that 1 year they were whatever, but like Seymour used to be at state a lot.
Here's Callaway Marsh. Tough serve. Hands there and finds the floor. And Marian now with 6 match points.
Make some noise. Callaway Marsh serves for set and match point.
Mark Cardosi in midseason form on the PA.
He is. He's good.
Marsh, great job. Has to go over and does. And Wilkeson just couldn't get the read on that one.
There's a little bit more distance, and she didn't shoot the ball to their right hand here, so. But they're learning. Okay, so 3 errors. Okay.
It's set and match point.
And Scroggins to serve. Coach Bowerman looking for his first home win here at Marian. To Cook. And that's that. In decisive fashion, 25-20, 25-16, and 25-19. Marian wraps it up in short order. Both teams now 4-1 in the season. Coach, final thoughts on this one.
I was impressed with what Marian had on the court and how they played and how they put a lot of kids in, but they're all working together as one unit. So I was impressed with what the coaches were doing.
Final score, again in straight sets, Marian gets the win. Our next Marian volleyball broadcast will be on October the 22nd when they take on the Foresters of Huntington. Be sure to join us then. Our next Marian broadcast is less than 24 hours away. That'll be the monumental matchup, UIndy and Marian, meeting in football for the first time in 9 years. Be sure to join us at 6 o'clock tomorrow night on ISC at MyIndy TV 23. For Gene Kesterson and our entire ISC crew, this is Greg Rakestraw. Good night from Indianapolis, and thanks for joining us on ISC.